the sacrifices and the sleepless nights, will they serve me well? Only time will tell. I just keep on praying that I'll find my way if I go through hell. Only time will tell. Only time will tell.
Hey, only time will tell, baby. What's up, y'all? What's up? Come on in, come on in. Let's get ready for another one. Thank you for being here.
All the sacrifices and the sleepless nights, will they serve me well?
We might have a good one today, man. We might have a good one, man.
I just keep on praying that I'll
We're gonna talk
find my
about
way if I go through
PC,
hell.
political correctness.
Only time will tell.
What's that all about? How is this shaping our society? What's gonna happen next? We got a bunch of questions, man. So let's hop on, get to it, man. Yeah, man. What's up, y'all? So first, I want to thank y'all for being here, man. I want to ask you to bear with me as I learn as we go on this journey together. I'm learning every time I click record on here. I'm figuring out the ropes, if you will. But I've been going through, I've been thinking, and I think I want to start the show off with a little bit of news from around the world or around the country, just to hit us off with what's been going on for this last week, and that may spark some conversation. Like I said, today our topic is about PC culture or PC society. And what's that doing to people? Is it making us soft? Is it making us soft, man? Not able to deal with conflict or disagreement or opposite opinion, because words are powerful, but they are just words, and sometimes you gotta have thick skin. And, you know what I mean? And I think that's what this society is missing, the thickening of the skin, because you can't say certain things to certain people now. And it's just making everybody soft, man. But we're gonna get into it, man. Let's check out some. Let's get back to this topic. PC culture. What does that mean, man? What does that mean to me, man? That means that we got a society of weak people, weak-minded people, weak-spirited people, people just being built different right now. People like to refer to old cars and saying like old cars, they don't make cars like they used to, but they ain't making people like they used to either. PC is short for politically correct, and I'm gonna say it's short for people corrected because it's like everybody gotta be on pins and needles for anything they say out of their mouths or anything that they have said before. That's how bad this stuff has gone, that people will go back through your timeline, through your past, and see that you said something that they didn't even know they were offended about. at the time. But now all of a sudden that's offensive to them, and they see that you said it way back when it wasn't offensive to them, and now you're done. That's what they call cancel. And it's like, when did this all happen? Because I'm in my early 40s, bro, but I remember a time when it, I remember some things being said, some things being done that is not acceptable nowadays. And I wonder, when did it shift? Like, when it's shifting, you can't really see it shifting, but you hear little bits and pieces, and then you turn around and the puzzle is totally different than what it was. It's crazy, man. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. I like I said, I love podcasts. Um, and a podcast that I originally got started with, and it really not necessarily got started with because I had been on to them, but this podcast really like molded what I wanted from a podcast. And that was the Brilliant Idiots podcast. Shout out to the Brilliant Idiots, Charlemagne, Andrew Schultz. But that podcast was everything for me. It was everything I was looking for in a podcast. And over the last couple of years, I see, well, as I'm looking back now, I can see the shift. I couldn't see it shifting when it was happening, but I can see the little pieces of the puzzle that was being put in place. And now the Brilliant Idiots podcast is sadly not the same. It is not the same type of show that I started, that I fell in love with. Now, I think I'm loyal to the show because it was just one of those shows that I kind of got used to watching, so, or listening to, because I started off just listening to it at work, doing my vending machine thing, boom, had my headphones in, and get me through some things. And to hear the edginess, the go against the grain, being brilliant idiots was clever. It was everything. And now you got like 50% of that because Charlemagne has changed a bunch. And it could be fame, it could be looking at the wider scope and understanding what he has to lose, and it could be seeing the shift as it happened and getting in line, something that I just said I have trouble doing. So maybe Charlemagne can see the shift happening and he just getting in line, and to the average eye, to the naked eye, it looks like he's just changed. It's just, he's just PC and he ain't the same. But really, he may be just getting in line. I don't know. But the old Charlemagne, we kind of want him back. And the sad part is we probably will never get him back because of this new society we in. So we're in a place now where you can't even just, I can't even just get on this podcast and just really say whatever I want. I mean, even though I feel like I can, but I'm sure there's some restriction somewhere. Or what it boils down to is people just won't listen if they're offended in any way by anything I have to say. When that shouldn't be the fact. That shouldn't be the case. I mean, I used to listen to, I ain't really used to listen that much, but I listened to Rush Limbaugh, or I don't agree with nothing he had to say. I listened to some local cats, Bill Cunningham, Andy Furman, these guys, I we are nothing alike, and we don't see eye to eye or nothing like that. But I listened to what they had to say because I wanted to know how they felt. You know what I mean? The real them. Now with this PC society, we'll never get the real from nobody because everybody gonna hold that in. Everybody gonna be like hesitant to speak their mind and let you know how they really feel. And I think that's a dangerous place to be in. To be in a society full of people where you don't know their true intentions. See, at least in the 90s, you know what I mean? I knew um, that, see, in the 90s, that white lady would lock her car doors as I crossed the street because she was intentionally being cautious because I was a big, scary looking black dude to her. And she ain't hide that shit. She was gonna clutch her purse and be startled and be like, "Oh shit, here come one of them." You know, now you you can't tell who really feel like that and who don't because people smiling in your face now. They like smiling and you think they probably really fuck with you, but really they looking at you like you just this big scary black dude and they really want you to get the fuck away from them. And it's going to be up to people to evolve in a way that is able to identify that off rip, off dribble. You know what I mean? You can't be. It's just more room for. It ain't even room for error. It's more. Man, I hate when I can't find the word I'm looking for. It is more of a way. You just gotta be cautious, and you just gotta prepare a little more now. And you got to be able to peep game a little more now, even better. It's kind of like street life. You know what I mean? When you out there in the streets and you maybe, let's say, hypothetically selling something that you're not supposed to be selling on a corner, and you deal with a bunch of strangers or random people that may roll up and ask to purchase what you're selling, you gotta peep game and be able to identify when one of those strangers aren't actually a drug addict or aren't actually trying to purchase your product. They're actually trying to set you up to be arrested for selling that product without a license. That's what they're trying to do. And you gotta be able to know when to say no and be like, oh, I don't like your look. So no, because if not, then you go be making a phone call or two to try to get some money gathered up, if you know what I mean. But it's the same sentiment. It's the same thing, man. It's just we just gonna have to be a little sharper when it comes to identifying people like that. And I wonder, man, like, is this gonna be a thing? Like, because everybody acts, everybody is PC at work. Like that's somewhere you should be PC. You shouldn't be at work all raunchy and out of control. But like, do we gotta be PC when it's just the fellas at the bar? And you know what I mean? We can't we can't be us. Like, why has it gotta be uncomfortable now? Even to say like, I remember back in the day when I was in school, we used to mock the Pledge of Allegiance. And the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, and Michael Jackson was an F word. You know what I mean? And the fact that I can't even say that F word is crazy. Like, I mean, not that I want to say it, it's just like I should be able to say it, but it's just like I guess that's how white people feel about the N word. You know what I mean? Like they want to say nigga bad, maybe not bad, but maybe they feel like why can't I say it? It's that word. The PC culture started with the N word. It was like, don't say the N word, call them Negroes. And then it's like, don't say Negroes, that's not politically correct, call them African Americans or colored. You know what I mean? Now, that's not politically correct, just Black Americans or, you know, it's like, where do it end? Where did it begin, man? Come on. Because from there, then it's like gay. And I remember a term it was for lesbians was called dykes. Now, I don't know if that's a slur or not because that ain't no, if I ain't mistaken, ain't no D in the LGBTQ. You know what I mean? See, ain't no D. Bro, what is a dyke? What happened to that? I thought that was a lesbian, but you know, I guess I was wrong on that one too. But yeah, it's just crazy. Like now we gotta say the LGBTQ community instead of a. I remember it was like my bad, my bad. I hope y'all couldn't hear that, man. Had a little mishap in the background. My bad. I'm back though. But yeah, kind of lost my train of thought. I don't know where I was at, but anyway, hope everybody feeling good out there. We're gonna get back to it here in a second. So before I go ahead and delve all the way into my thoughts on it, I want to define PC culture. So the PC culture, however you say it, whatever, is short for politically correct. May also be referred to as college culture. Its roots seem to be stemming from American political news as a means of identifying the leftists, their views, their educational standards, and overall character behind the individual's actions, which are manipulated by politicians. Ain't that a bitch? So this PC culture stems from places like CNN or like Fox News. Yeah. And they want to characterize the individual's views, educational standards, and their actions. And it's all manipulated by politicians. So, so what is that? What does that mean? See, this is gonna make me go into a whole deeper realm of things, and my mind be going there sometimes. So, what does that mean? So, does that mean we are puppets? We are puppets right now, and they just manipulating us. They controlling exactly what we do, how we do it, the way we act, how we talk, what kind of money we gonna be able to earn, how we gonna spend it, what we gonna spend it on. They figuring out every single thing about us and then making us like turn on each other in order to get their mission accomplished, in order to complete their task. whatever that task at hand might be at the moment, whether it's changing the way we think about a certain thing or changing the sport that America loves. You know what I mean? In a minute, is America's sport gonna be soccer? Because they taking over, bro. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, whatever. I don't know. I'm going way off track, but that just threw me for a loop when they said it was stemming from a political news source in a way as a way of identifying the people on the left. And that's just like, so that's the same thing they do with the woke culture. You know what I mean? It's like, when will the people see what the hell is going on? A great philosopher once said, the blind stares of a million pairs of eyes, looking hard but won't realize that they'll never see. Ain't that a bitch? When will we see? When? No. R.I.P. Tupac. When will we gonna wake up, open our eyes, and see that these people plan us in every sense, from every which way? And all we can figure out to do is to argue amongst each other about two of their other puppets that they got out there dangling in front of us as well. You know what I mean? They got Joe Biden and Donald Trump dangling in front of us. Neither one of these fools know what's going on for real. And they selling us these dreams, and we arguing amongst each other thinking that our guy know better than they got, but neither one of these guys know nothing. And the whole time we've been, damn it, I can't think. I still haven't thought of the damn word. Is it like hypnotized? It's not hypnotized. What did they do to the people back in the day? When they like zap their memory, we are being hypnotized, conditioned. Oklahoma, it was conditioned. We are being conditioned, bro. Right now. I can't believe it was so simple as conditioned. Forgive me. Forgive me. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I slip. I fall, but I'm gonna get up. Once said another great philosopher. Anyway, bro, we sitting here being conditioned to live our lives the way they want us to. We sitting here and we acting like we can't. One of my favorite. I'm so sorry, but it was a great thing to say to somebody. As a cap, we was cap. If you was capping back in the day, you know, and you call somebody a F body, say they got a F body, that was a funny statement. And man, just the fact that people, kids nowadays can't experience that. It's just crazy. And what's so crazy is it's not even that the kids can't experience that. The kids have been conditioned so much that they really think it's bad. And like they'll be totally against what I got to say about this because I feel like it was something that was needed. It's something that's needed to strengthen your backbone in a sense because the world is a motherfucker. Once said another great philosopher. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. It's like, now shout out to 40 Law. Anyway, the world is a motherfucker out there. And Nick, man, you gotta be ready, bro. You just gotta be ready. So those little things like having bullies at school back in the day was kind of needed because if you wasn't going, you had to have somebody put some kind of fear in your heart so you could see what you all about. You know what I mean? If you never had nobody put no fear in your heart, what you gonna do when you scared? You never know if you're gonna man up when you're scared, if you're gonna freeze up when you're scared, what you gonna do? You know what I mean? And how that bully in the fifth grade or whatever, that you always like heard about it, then finally corner you in the hallway or something, and you get that fear in your chest. You know what I mean? That your chest, your heart start beating fast, and then you figure out what you're gonna do. Is you gonna fight or flight? You know what I mean? Those are pivotal stages in a life. You know what I mean? That you need to go to, and like the idea that a kid won't have that until they're an adult with a gun in their face, talking about give me all you. Now they don't know how to act or what they would do if that happened. It's all hypothetical at this point. So they don't know what they're gonna do. So, I mean that's scary, bro. I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, man. Yeah, in other news though, so for all the sports fans out there, we got the Kansas City Chiefs going up against the San Francisco 49ers for the Super Bowl, baby. This should be a good game. I'm gonna go on the record right now and say I won't. I'm gonna go with San Francisco. Just because, I like Brock Purdy, he cool. And I don't like Patrick Mahomes because I'm a Bengal fan and we have to face them all the time. And I'm quite sick of them. And Taylor Swift getting on my goddamn nerves. I'm sorry. Please excuse my language. But it's the truth. In the NBA, it's almost crunch time. There it is, February. So, got a couple months until the playoffs for the NBA, but I expect that the Lakers are going to step their games up and be right there when the moment counts. So back to the whole PC thing. And I started off with example of Charlemagne. It's not like I'm not blaming Charlemagne. I'm not pointing no fingers at Charlemagne. I'm just pointing out that things, I can see the shift in some things. And I noticed that he's not the same. And I started thinking, what is going on? And I just realized that it was this PC stuff, man. It's all about the PC stuff. Somehow, some way, it's a fear of losing something, or it's either just getting on board, man. And getting in line with the way things are going. And I guess everybody gonna have to. You can't just sit there and be the only one fighting against it. You look stupid, be the only one out there not PC. That'd be crazy. Everybody gonna be looking at you all crazy. Just you the only one saying F this and B this, and it's like, dang. So you know what I mean? Majority of the people gonna fall in line, but those people that don't just gonna get crucified. I mean, and it's crucified for nothing because it's all the agenda of somebody that don't give a damn, don't give 2 cents about you. They got a whole bigger plan in mind. And that's all they out there for. And whatever they pushing, that's what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? Whether it's the border crisis or this war in Israel, which one of them is gonna fall to the PC culture, or is both of them? I don't know what I'm asking right there. I'm probably gonna cut that out. Nah, but though, what I'm saying, man, is everybody need to wake up, man, and really I don't know what we need to do. Get back to our old values and shit. But I think when people say shit was fucked up, when they think back and they think of all the wild stuff that happened in the 90s, I think they can also think back and see all the good that came from the 90s too. Or they should, and be open-minded with that, just like they asking people to be PC and be open-minded about other people's feelings and all of that. We should be open-minded to the good that came from all of that bad. Because, I mean, we know a lot of bad came from the bad. We had a lot of bad habits, bad all of it, but a lot of good came from that same bad. And we need to acknowledge that too, and not try to just blank that out of the whole scenario. Because a lot of good came out of the bad, whether it was music, movies, whatever. A lot of good came out of that bad moment of time that developed all of these bad habits. Well, all right, y'all. Man, I had fun. This was a good one. Good topic. PC society, PC culture, and how it's shaping us, man. They conditioning us right now, as we speak, monitoring us, putting us against each other. It's happening. It's crazy. But until next time, man, I want to thank y'all for being here with me. Thank you for tuning in. If you like what you heard, hit the like button. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you didn't like it, hopefully there's a dislike button you can hit. Let me know that too. I'm down for it all, you know. Like I said, I appreciate you, and I'll get back with you next week. Peace.
All the sacrifices and the sleepless nights, will they serve me well? Only time will tell. I just keep on praying that I'll find my way if I go through hell. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. All the sacrifices and the sleepless nights, will they serve me well? Only time will tell. I just keep on praying that I'll find my way if I go through hell. Only time will tell. Only time will tell.